House Resolution 175, the clerk will read.
House Resolution 1175. A House resolution honoring the 220th anniversary of the Assembly's first session in the State House in the city of Raleigh. Whereas in 1787, the Assembly authorized the Constitutional Convention to establish a permanent state capital. Now therefore, be it resolved by the House of Representatives. Section 1, the House of Representatives honors the memory of the early Assembly members and acknowledges the 220th anniversary of the first session held in the State House. Section 2, this resolution is effective upon adoption.
May I see that? May I see that? Representative Murray, please state your purpose.
Thank you, resolution.
The gentleman is recognized to debate the resolution loudly.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Ladies and gentlemen, we have convened in this historic State House to commemorate the 220th anniversary of the first session held here in Raleigh by the North Carolina General Assembly. Now, this wasn't the building they had. It burned down in the 1800s. And so, after moving around the state for several years, the legislature declared in 1788 that the state government was to be located in Raleigh. And interestingly enough, the original mandate required that the new capital be held within 10 miles of Isaac Hunter's tavern, not just a plantation. They wanted to be close enough to the best watering hole. The more things change, the more things stay the same. On December 30th, 1794, the General Assembly convened for the first time in the permanent state capital of Raleigh. And I don't know what counted convened all the state populations under one roof here at Tavern just 2 days before New Year's Eve. And so, but that was the 1795-96 General Assembly that started meeting December 30th, 1794. So they got an early start as well. The building we're in today was completed in 1840 after fire destroyed the original State House in 1831. This building housed the entirety of state government until 1888. The state legislature continued to meet here until the legislative building we meet in was completed in 1960. So in an effort to emphasize the role of this State House in bringing the legislature together with citizens, I would like to read a quote from Kent Battle commemorating the 100-year anniversary of the original State House that was built in 1794. The old State House was smaller than the present structure, but the arrangement of the interior was about the same. The exterior was as plain as a gigantic donkey. But it is doubtful that any building in our state ever served so many uses or gave as much genuine pleasure. As there was no other public hall in the city, the authorities were generous in opening its passages below and halls above for 4th of July dinners, theatrical performances, dancing, balls, and the religious congregations of all denominations. Many a side has been split with laughter, many a throat made hoarse with patriotic singing and furious shouting. Many a head made to swim with 4th of July brandy and rum. Many a heart's transfixed through and through by the dart of the god of love. Many a fantastic toe has been tripped in the joking jig and lively reel. Many eloquent speeches and sermons uttered by zealous legislators or preachers burning with missionary zeal in that homely old building. It was the people's house, and the people were allowed to use it. I commend the resolution.
Members, the legislative building, built in the early 60s, is actually in my district. The old State House is not, so we've left my district, so I'd encourage you to hold off on spending your dollars until you get back to my district. If you wonder why the line was drawn that way, you'll have to ask the gentleman from Harnett, Representative Lewis. But that said, it's a rare occasion that we get to hold session in this historic building. And it's a joy to me every time we do, because it reminds me that whatever we do in our short 2-year terms here in the General Assembly, whatever we do for the good or the ill of this state, that in the end the state survives and will endure long after we're gone. At the same time, it reminds me of our obligation to do good works here, whether we're Democrat, Republican, Libertarian, or unaffiliated, that we all hope will last 220 years in the future. I commend the resolution to you.
The question for the House is the adoption of House Resolution 1175. Without objection, we will take a voice vote. Is there objection? All those in favor say aye. Aye. All opposed, no. The ayes have it. House Resolution 1175 has been adopted. Will be ordered printed.